Hey guys, it's me Narelle here, and welcome back to a new video. In this video, I'll be showing you 3 techniques in which I do in my sketchbook on a day-to-day basis, I think. Alrighty guys, so the first technique in which I use in my sketchbook to do my sketches is actually the pencil underlay and pen overlay technique with my reference provided, because so this technique I actually learned how to do it by looking at other artists on YouTube, because a lot of them did this and I'm like, oh my gosh, that is a really cool way to do sketches. But at the time, my young and naive self back then, I'm like, bruh, isn't that like sketching twice? I didn't really want to put in twice the work to do a sketch in which I'm like, it'll take me 2 seconds to finish. So I'm like, I ain't doing that. But the more I looked at this process, the more I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cool looking. But I actually started doing this more last year, beginning this year, because I'm actually trying to learn how to draw realistic people, and I feel like this is like the GOAT way of drawing realistic people, because let me break it down. So with realistic people, I think everyone unanimously agrees that when you're doing realistic folks, just draw the shapes, draw what you see, draw the shape. So use that as your pencil base. So once you get done with the pencil, then you use your pen on top to solidify a lot of the details, so you guys can get your point, but then prove it with the pen. But what you're seeing me do here is I'm actually coloring in a very big area of black, because whenever I see a person wear lots of black, I'll just oh my gosh, I just color it in, and then after I get the area filled in, then I will add like gel pen on top to kind of make the folds a little bit more there, so you can still see the details without it looking like a big black blob at the end of the day.
You got me feeling loved, even though I hold us up. Let me know if you ever think that I am being too much. You got me feeling loved, even though I hold us up. Let me know if you ever think that I am being so. Just stay a minute, another minute. Hold on a second, I love this moment, yeah. Just stay a minute, another minute. Hold on a second, I love this moment, yeah. Just stay a minute, another minute. Hold on a second, I love this moment, yeah. Just stay a minute, another minute. Hold on a
Alrighty, so now that my sketch is pretty much done, now you're seeing me use a gel pen just to kind of darken in the areas in which are black. But sometimes whenever someone is like wearing a lot of black, I don't want to use all the same blacks, so I want to have different black tones, so again the details can stand out. I actually prefer to use a ballpoint pen to add in details, but I could not find my freaking ballpoint pen to save my life when I was doing this, so I kind of had to be the sad sack and just accept that the gel pen was going to be, what I was going to use. But adding in the extra detail is actually pretty fun. I actually really like it, because you kind of see your drawing come to life, and it's actually really, really cute. So yeah, there's not much I can really say about this, but this is actually a very, very fun way to do sketches. It may seem excessive at times, but after you finish it, you're like, oh my gosh, that is like the coolest thing ever. So now we're going to move on to the second technique in which I use to do my sketches in my sketchbook.
bus up. How did I make you mine? Stay a minute, another minute. Hold on a second, I love this moment, yeah. Stay a minute, another minute. Hold on a second, I love this moment, yeah.
Alrighty guys, so moving right along to the second technique. This is the reference in which I chose for the example. This is actually a ship artwork that I did of my character Kayoma, who is on the left, and on the right is a character named Kusa. He is a vampire lord. I actually forgot what friend he belongs to. So friend, if you still watch my videos and if he is your character, holla at me because I totally forgot. But anyways, this second technique is actually me using outside forces to enhance my sketches. But I think I will say this, since the reference is an old piece of art, redrawing an old artwork can be a technique too, because it's actually exciting to see how far you've come from. And I think this sketch was drawn in, let me check, I think 2015. I believe so. This is legit back in the day in which I did not date my sketchbooks at all. So I think it's 2015, I think. But yeah, so the first part of it is literally the same as the first technique. So I think I'm going to let you guys chill and look at this part first, and then I'll come back and narrate the part in which I want to talk about the most. So yeah. Alrighty guys, so this is the part in which I want to talk about a little bit more. So I really like adding outside stuff to a sketch to make it look a little bit, yes queen. So I'm using one of my multi-liners to add some darker lines around them, just to kind of, you know, show off parts in which I want you guys to kind of look at, or it just adds extra emphasis to certain areas. So yeah, a lot of people will go around their sketch with their darker black ink, but I just do it in certain areas because sometimes I just don't like the look of going around something that already has a soft feel to it. And you gotta get what I'm saying? And then in the original drawing, they had yellow orbs around them, so I just kind of kept the original sketch alive and put that back in here. And at the end of the day, this turned out so cute. I think I want to digitalize this, so I'm actually quite happy I didn't go too much with the shading, because I can easily digitally render it and all that good stuff. But yeah, that is it for technique number 2. Alrighty guys, so this is the last and final technique in which I use in my sketchbook. It's really not a technique, it's more of a fun thing, which is to do a drawing or a doodle and just paste it in your sketchbook. But this doodle I already cut beforehand, before me filming this, so I just found some cute washi tape, in which I do not use anymore, to actually put around my drawing, and in the end you'll see how Lola looks in the sketchbook. So I had a lot of fun recording this video for you guys, so now I'm going to move on to the end for my final thoughts.
Follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much
Alrighty guys, so that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoy looking at 3 techniques. Can I get my third finger up? Oh my gosh guys, I'm struggling. But I hope you guys like the 3 techniques in which I've shown you in this video of how I do and use in my sketchbook. I don't know if I'm making any sense because guys, it's not really a surprise. I'm having another toothache right now, so it's kind of hard for me to like talk with sense. But if you want to figure out how my tooth situation is gonna go, watch my vlog. I'm like super behind on my vlogs, but I hope I'm not. I hope it's just a cavity, guys. I'm tired of looking like a broke back sailor in my videos. But anyways, that's it. So I will see you guys in my next one. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be here. So yeah, bye.